morning, 47. We have a lead on the Shadow client. ICA White Hats have traced the anonymous data received by our clients to one Olivia Hall, brilliant young hacktivist and suspect in a dozen cases of cyber vandalism. Using onion routing with state-of-the-art encryption, Hall went to a lot of trouble to stay untraceable. She is good, but we are better. Her digital trail has led us to a remote farm in Colorado, where satellite footage has revealed what appears to be the training camp for a private militia, led by an already registered target, Sean Rose, Australian environmental terrorist and explosives expert wanted for a series of public bombings. Rose was spotted near the scene of Thomas Cross's kidnapping, which makes him our prime suspect for the Shadow client. Spurred by Eric Soders, the ICA Board of Directors has asked us to infiltrate the farm and eliminate Sean Rose, along with 3 other prominent militia members. Ezra Berg, retired Mossad interrogator, Penelope Graves, former Interpol anti-terror analyst, and finally Maya Parvati, former assassin and gunrunner for the Tamil Tigers. I'll be honest with you, 47. I consider Eric Soda's reasoning hasty and ill-advised. Now, we cannot go against the wishes of the board, but we can conduct our own investigation. Whether a direct threat to the ICA or not, we need to know the Shadow client's true agenda. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Colorado, 47. The militia has taken up HQ at an old apricot farm and appear to be training for a series of coordinated strikes, ranging from cyber attacks to full-blown guerrilla warfare. The Shadow client appears to unite specialists and radicals from all over the map. Mercenaries and terrorists, hackers and spies joined by an unknown common cause. Satellite scans indicate that the command room is below ground inside an old tornado shelter. Only Rose appears to have access, however, so to get inside, you will need to get creative. This environment is hostile and highly alert, so tread carefully. Good luck, 47.
Freak in the mask.
Ezra Berg, legendary Mossad operative who specializes in chemical interrogation techniques, is here at the compound to interrogate a prisoner. My notes indicate he's set up a makeshift drug lab in a garage, and it looks like he's spending a lot of his time in the basement. Could be an opportunity there, 47.
What the hell are you talking about?
I was just at the security station watching the feeds. There's this creepy guy interrogating the hostage. He wears like a 3D printed mask.
Oh yeah, that must be Berg. Oh yeah, man, his interrogation techniques, totally just out-of-the-box stuff. Like truth serums, drugs, that kind of thing. But none of the rough stuff. No, they don't like to mark up their patients, so to speak. Those Mossad boys like things clean and efficient.
Berg. Ezra Berg? Yeah, man, I've heard of him. Chemical interrogation expert. I guess it's his makeshift lab they've set up. Word is he can make anyone crack.
Oh man, you don't know the half of it. I mean, the stuff this guy's into, get this. Drug-induced hypnosis, memory wipes, subliminal mind control. Shit's like witchcraft.
Glad I'm not the prisoner. Christ, this next-gen warfare makes my head spin. You know, just point me in a direction and tell me who to shoot, eh?
Oh, no. You'll get to shoot. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of that.
Well, whatever Berg's up to, he better work fast. Rose is itching for some Q&A.
So here's something weird that I came across the other day.
Oh yeah? What?
Yeah, apparently what happened was that this Serbian arms dealer was killed by a fallen statue in some fancy house in the countryside. Freak accident, right? Think again. The police are looking for this guy dressed as a butler. They're saying he may have pushed the statue, causing it to fall down on the dealer before vanishing into thin air. So, A lot of conspiracy stuff going on around the internet, obviously, but if you ask me, it was a hit. It has Russian mafia written all over it. But I guess we'll never know.
That is some crazy shit. Good to go.
So, the boss hires this former Interpol agent to do strategic analysis for us. Yeah, that's pretty smooth. If she can be trusted, of course.
Bit of a strange one. Not strange like Rose, mind you, but kind of, aloof. I heard from the technicians that she's a Cambridge graduate, top of her class, things like that, you know. Joined Interpol a few years after.
Did you know that her main focus was tracking Rose? I mean, how poetic is that?
Yeah. I don't know about poetry, but it sure is a twisted move by the boss.
Then again, she was supposed to be the best, and the boss only hires the best. I guess we'll see if she can handle things on this side of the fence.
If not, I'm sure Rose has some elaborate retirement plan ready for her.
That's it. The orders are clear. No one sets foot on the property and gets out alive.
Well, you kind of wonder who the hell is gonna come out here anyway.
Yeah, but that's exactly when things go bananas. It's like that time in Cape Town. We were dropped off that big shot banker, and we're all wondering, like, why does this guy even need a security detail? I guess we found out, huh?
Oh yeah, that time.
I asked
That was
Parvati and
just,
Berg. They didn't have a clue
pure
either.
mayhem.
So who the hell was this guy?
Concerned citizen with a chip on his shoulder?
With skills like that? Come on,
One
man.
second.
The boss keeps his past
That's
close
when
to his
everything
chest.
gets fucked up.
Apart from Olivia Hall, the head of the cyber unit, I don't think anyone knows who it was before. Including Sean Rose.
Suppose we're all thinking the same thing. He was one of them, right? How else could he know so much about the enemy?
Only thing that makes sense.
Wonder what they did to him. I mean, we've all felt the rage one time or another. The boss didn't start this out of charity. The hate runs deep.
We all have our reasons, mate. Don't need to know his.
Yeah? What's your reason?
I do what I'm paid to. Made my peace with that a long time ago. Still, pick the right side whenever I can afford to. Righteous money just rests lighter in your pocket.
I hear ya.
Is everything okay? Sean Rose in charge of operations.
I don't get it.
We all
Why'd the boss pick him? Why not Raynor?
The way I see it, Reynard's a lone wolf. Berg's too specialized. I mean, he's no strategist. Parvati is... Parvati's Parvati. I think Rose wants to lead, fiercely dedicated, completely ruthless. Did you ever hear his plan to take out Simon Devereaux, the CEO of Biosphere?
I know, he's building a bomb.
Right. So Devereaux is exactly like Thomas Cross. Totally impossible to get near. But also a tech geek. And he just ordered this new Link 4 smartwatch. So Rose, crazy bastard, gets the idea to turn the battery unit for a Link 4 into, get this, a bomb. And then swap the watches in delivery. One push of the button, bye-bye Devereaux.
Whew, that's pretty extreme. Enemy operative, I know, but it just seems so unsportsmanlike.
Yes, and there you have it, right on the nose. And again, that's why Rose is the head of operations. To him, the end justifies the means. And I mean, there is nothing that dead-eyed psychopath would not do.
That is Penelope Graves, acclaimed anti-terror analyst. Strange to see her as part of this crowd.
Still nothing. So the damn satellite fell out of orbit or something.
Sure. Just wait a minute. Try it again.
Okay.
Find out what that was.
Got it.
Brought into this camp has increased recently. Rose is on his own planet. But that new interrogation guy with the mask, what, Berg was it? What the hell's going on?
You know what? I talked to him earlier over a smoke. He's a really nice guy. Really eloquent, soft-spoken. Used to work with Mossad as a chemical interrogation expert.
Yeah, super creepy more like it. Why the mask? Horrific scars? What?
Well, that's for show, isn't it? Told me Mossad kicked him out because he'd started adding hypnosis and mind control to his bag of tricks. Apparently it all got a bit too much for them with the mask. Just there to support the terror he likes to instill in his subjects. It's all rather fascinating, really.
Almost blew his head off the first time I ran into him. Came out of that lab of his, you know, with that mask. I thought I'd come face to face with some backwater murderous cannibal type.
Yeah, guess it means the mask is working. Anyway, I'm happy he's on our side. Oh, I'd hate to be strapped to a chair, drugged to hell, and having to look at that mask while answering questions.
Hell yeah, that would suck out loud.
Yeah, they're ex-military. Mercenaries. I saw a couple of, cicada guys arrive earlier. Then, there's freedom fighters, intelligence specialists, cyber criminals, you name it. Half of these people probably fought each other at some point.
Oh man, that's not even counting the really freaky ones. Left-wing terrorists like Sean Rose, corporate whatevers like Crest. Yeah, it's like the United Nations of assholes.
Yeah. And what the hell is an anarcho-primitivist?
You got me, and I don't want to know.
This is a powder keg. How does a boss even hope to unite these freaks?
The way he always does. Take them all, point them at a common foe.
That simple, huh?
Well, I mean, armies are easy enough to deal with when the bullets are flying. It's all the shit that comes after that you gotta worry about. Peacetime, when soldiers get bored, start getting ideas. I mean, that's when shit gets dangerous.
Okay, Sun Tzu. Let's cross that bridge when we get to it, huh?
Intriguing. According to Graves' ledger on Sean Rose, he is hypersensitive to the effects of drugs, in particular hallucinogens. Last time he tried, it triggered a nasty psychotic episode, channeling his fear of germs. Interestingly, the ledger also contains a record of his most recent OCD attacks: desk, grandfather clock, and faucet. Rose appears to smoke cigarettes when he gets agitated. What if...
It's funny, thinking about it. A weapon shows you who you really are. Either you press that trigger and stand up for yourself, or you don't, right?
I'm losing you, man.
No, it's more than a weapon, my friend. It's a relationship. Until death do us part.
Oh, yeah? What about the horse? You've got the horse already? Seriously, man. You need a vacation. Take it easy.
I have to say, it's a beautiful piece of work.
A murderous death trap.
Well, you know, art comes in many guises. Swords can be beautiful, guns too. And this bomb, I mean, have you seen how tiny it is? Looks like a smartwatch battery. It's so fully integrated with the hardware that most laymen could take it apart and never even notice. Sean Rose might be an uptight, self-righteous prick, but he is a true artist.
Fine, he's an artist, but he's still a bloody coward. Bomb makers. Never liked them, never will.
I've spent all the significant moments. So what's this I hear about a training accident?
That would be Burgess, the
A battering ram has injured one of the strike team, point man by the name of Burgess, and according to those militiamen, Maya Parvati oversees training. Sounds promising. I suggest you infiltrate the strike team 47. Perhaps you can relieve the hapless point man of his duties.
Sharpshooter. He's point man in the Mexico operation? Huh. Got clipped by a ram or something? The team trains with a battering ram to simulate the attack on Secretary Torres' motorcade. I don't know, I guess old Burgess had his head up his ass. 9 out of 10 accidents happen in the home. They do say that. Anyway, the guy was lucky. Sprained his ankle, that's all. He'll be back in a couple. So does Rose still supervise the training? Sure, why? Well, if we ever want to get rid of Rose without the boss knowing, I guess Burgess just taught us how. I like your thinking. Tell Parvati, eh, man? It'll make her day.
Keep it real, man.
Oh, you were at Jordan Cross's funeral, huh?
It was a thing of beauty. Whole team moving like clockwork. Perfect execution. Thomas Cross was off site before his guards even noticed.
Man, wish I could have been there. So who's this next target?
Gustavo Torres, Mexican Secretary of the Interior, one of the enemy's top operatives in Latin America. Rose wants a classic motorcade attack, harsh, loud and fast. So we ram Torres' vehicle, then lay down suppressive fire while Burgess, the point man, takes out Torres and his entourage.
All right, sounds like a plan.
So what's your assignment?
Berlin, I think, with Raynard. That's all I know. Honestly, as long as I can get to hunt down one of those fat cat assholes, I don't even care.
Hear, hear.
I cannot believe you're still tinkering with these. This is taking forever. We need to get this car ready for shipping to Mexico. That takes a while, you know.
Working as fast as I can, ma'am.
Ah, yeah. These Kevlar plates are looking good.
Mogadishu, huh? Hell of a baptism by fire, man.
You're telling me.
I'm impressed. Of course, you don't hold a candle to Maya Parvati, the training director.
Yeah, I was wondering about her. Indian?
Sri Lankan. Get this. She used to be an assassin and gun runner for the Tamil Tigers. Her father was one of their leaders. Then, when the Tigers disbanded in '09, Parvati took work as a freelance pirate in the South China Sea. For... guess who? None other than the Maelstrom.
Ah, colorful.
Yeah. And then, a grenade took her arm. That was the end of it. Happened during an attack on a Hampson oil freighter.
How do you know that?
I worked security on that freighter. I fired the shell.
You did what? Jesus, does she know?
Uh-huh. When I first got here, Parvati walked right up to me. You know what she said? Good shot.
Right. Well, that settles it. I'm in love.
Parvati, I'm curious. What's their exfiltration plan?
Rose has got it covered. Don't worry about it.
I do worry, see, because I'm not an idiot. Execution's one thing, escape is another. Gustavo Torres is not just some corporate suit. He's bloody Secretary of the Interior.
Well, it's a good thing we have the support of the locals.
What does that mean?
The Delgado cartel.
Delgados? We're in business with the worst crime cartel south of the border.
Politics makes strange bedfellows. Anyway, you should be relieved.
Yeah? Why is that?
Nobody's better at making people disappear than the Delgados.
This kid gets better and better.
I'm back.
Well, well, our very own punching bag. Any broken bones?
Wounded pride, that's all.
Good to hear. All right, head over to the briefing area. We'll resume in a moment. Rose, Parvati, the point man is back in action. That's your prerogative. Fine, we'll be waiting. All right, people, let's get to it. Burgess is back. We're finally ready to make this happen. I expect you all to know this by heart. But in case amnesia has set in, here's the sequence. Advance to the car with haste. Eliminate the passengers. Retrieve the briefcase. Extract. Got that? And remember, speed and accuracy is the name of the game. All right. Now go pick up your weapons and get in position. Move out! Rose?
Parvati, please proceed. Pretend I'm not here.
Not a problem. All right, let's go again. On your marks. Ready, set, execute. Read the documents and extract.
Come on, shoot him! That's it! Let loose on that! Every commie pickle queer!
Okay, let's get by.
Nicely done, 47. Parvati won't know what hit her.
Good speed and accuracy, but coordination needs to improve. The point is to build up muscle memory. A perfect sequence of synchronized motion. You need to be able to pull this off sleeping.
Passable.
Your point man was spectacular. He'd make an excellent assassin. The rest of the team needs to work a lot harder to meet my standards. Let's go again.
Yes, sir.
Nicely done, 47. 2 flies with 1 swat. Maya Parvati is down. Good work.
Command, possible disturbance in my position. Checking it out.
Command, we're good. Standing down.
That is Ezra Berg, former Mossad interrogator. His services are in demand at the moment.
I could do with some muscle relaxers and a nice barbiturate to help tear down those mental walls. Why are you...
Ezra Berg has been eliminated. Good work, 47.
And look what they've done with the house. That's not right. If my old man had been alive, he'd run those dicks out in the street with a shotgun.
Yeah, but you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs, right?
And my mom's grave. I mean, you can't even tell where the fucking place is anymore because they ran those big fucking Humvees over it. I mean, you kind of worry if these people are even real Christians, right?
Oh, I'm sure they're on our team. Anyway, don't let it get to you. Okay? See you later. All the significant moments in my record.
Hey. You look like you know your way around the compound. I just had a weird encounter with Sean Rose. He seemed kind of... I don't know. Intense.
Well, to be honest, he gives me the creeps. I don't much appreciate his methods. I'm more of a see the whites of their eyes kind of soldier. Remote bombings just seem, I don't know, wrong.
I suspect you can't be alone thinking that. How's his relationship with the others?
It's hard not to respect the skill. I wouldn't look to him for leadership, but as a bomb builder, he's second to none as far as I'm concerned. I think we all share that feeling.
Penelope Graves, we need to talk.
You're... what is this?
I'll explain everything at the slurry pit. It will be in your best interest to do as I say.
I understand. I'll see you there.
Sure, I bet you. This is really helpful stuff.
Excuse you.
Miss Graves, you are being recruited back into Interpol as an insider.
What? Who are you anyway? How did you find me?
That is not important. Think about this carefully. You can provide us with valuable intel. If you cooperate, the agency will overlook your unfortunate transgression.
And what if I refuse, huh? If I scream and get the guards here?
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Might prove unhealthy. I'll give you a few moments to think about it.
Good work, 47. This should give her something to think about.
Okay, can you just leave me alone for a few minutes? I've got some thinking to do. I'm sure Rose won't mind. Think, Graves. How did they get to you? Flight out of Lyon under assumed name. Passed through Delgado and that Vanisher guy. Look clean. Changed clothes at JFK and again at Denver International. Charred the passport after leaving the hotel. Burner phone was dropped before I left the flight. It can't possibly be that. Diplomatic car out of Denver. Nothing unusual about the bus ride. Met up with Hall in the middle of nowhere. Burned everything. I saw her do it. There's no way. Hackers erased everything here day one. No money, no paper trails, no digital signatures. It's just not possible.
That's all targets taken care of, 47. Now gain access to the tornado shelter.
The guy Ezra Berg has tied up in the interrogation room. He's one of the enemy's couriers. Johannesburg, didn't he? Shot him dead in an underground car park. So why keep this one alive?
The interrogator, Ezra Berg, has a way with people. He's got more drugs than God out there in his makeshift lab. I'm willing to bet the dapper little shit knows more than he's leading on. Berg will make him talk.
Harold's. Have to admit, it's got a ring to it.
Huh? Investigating possible disturbance. Over. Guess it was the scarecrow. Okay. I'm fine.
Oh, did I tell you? I found another one yesterday.
Another one? Oh, dude. No.
Okay, so you know how Rose keeps his desk tidy like a Japanese garden, right? Anyway, someone knocked a pen off center, and he just went full OCD. Had to go outside and chain smoke half a pack before he calmed down. Seriously, one pen.
Huh. Best one yet. Okay, so what do we have? Desk, offsetting the grandfather clock.
Turning off the faucet in his office?
Right. Oh man, we should write this down.
Yeah. Wait, that's...
That really scared me.
What exactly is this? Is this your modus operandi, if I may ask?
Yeah. Wait, that's probably not a good idea, though. You know, on account of him being a stone-cold terrorist and all.
Well, terrorists have a sense of humor too, don't they?
Rose's remains to be seen.
The plot thickens.
Someone left in a hurry.
Sean Rose was not the Shadow Client. That much is clear. Whoever commands the militia, they got out just in time. Look around, 47. We're getting closer.
Someone's done their homework.
Look how far it dates back. Hayamoto, Beldingford, Delvade. The Shadow Client has been tracking you for decades.
Now how is that possible?
It isn't. Every one of those missions were branded as unsolved or accidents. He must have been looking for a pattern, a certain MO, which would mean...
He knows me.
Well, at least this shortens the list.
Some kind of network. Power players. From all sectors.
Familiar faces, too. Thomas Cross. Klaus Strandberg. Ether. And that's missing banker Eugene Cobb. Well, well.
There's a name. Providence.
What? No. No, it can't be.
The Hidden Hand. Thought they were a myth.
A hypothesis, nothing more. The idea that a small cabal of kingmakers, controlling enough corporate and political leaders, could effectively run the world in secret.
Maybe not so hypothetical.
Keep looking, 47. We need full disclosure.
Found something.
Sodas? But that would mean... Providence has infiltrated ICA. And Eric Sodas is their operative. Bastard! It all fits. He was the one who persuaded the rest of the ICA board to greenlight this operation. This changes everything. Get out, 47. We got what we came for.
What about the Shadow Client?
He is no longer our primary concern. ICA has been compromised. I always wondered if Providence was real, but I never actually... I will need to confer with the board, but mark my words, 47. This will have consequences.
Rose is gone.
It was me, wasn't it? They tracked me. I don't believe it. I took every precaution.
Rose knew the risks. They all do. You did well, Olivia. I am proud of you. Now listen. The ICA knows about you. They kept you alive because they needed you, and now they don't. We won't talk again. Not until the storm is over.
I don't like it. This man, you know what he's capable of. You need to end this now.
I ran away as a boy. My friend and I. Away from that place. We came upon a small farming community. The people were dirt poor, but this woman, she took us in. We were awakened the next morning by the shots. A dozen people lay face down in the snow. Our warden didn't like to leave witnesses. They shot the woman and her family last. They made sure that we watched the whole thing. This is your gift, the warden told us. Your gift and your curse. Touching lives only by ending them.
You know him.
Better than anyone.